morning. This is Trie, and this is Morning Mind Dump. Hi, my friends. Welcome to Morning Mind Dump with Trie. I am your host, Trie, and today let's talk about the festive world of holidays. We all know holidays can be a mixed bag, right? For some, they're the highlight of the year, filled with friends, family, food, drinks, alcohol. For others, it can be a tough time. You can look at it in different perspectives. Maybe find a little light in it for someone. I don't know. Honestly, I'm in my feels. What do holidays mean anyway to you? Obviously, most people, it's time to gather with loved ones, share some laughs, stories, just enjoy each other's company. Like any get-together, makes you feel connected with other people, fill your hearts up, and cookouts and potlucks and fills your belly full too, right? But what if you don't have anybody to connect with? Let's talk about those who find themselves alone during the holidays. Maybe it's because of distance or estrangement or just circumstances out of their control. For these people, holidays can feel like a glaring spotlight on their solitude. It's not about being alone, but the feeling of being left out, watching the world celebrate as you're on the outside looking in. Since my divorce, I kind of feel that way. No doubt. For 17 years of my life, I went to my husband's families and we gathered, and I feel like there was a lot of pretending to have connections. Some of them tried, some of them made it known that they weren't really particularly bond. I'm sure that happens to, you know what I mean. I know whoever's listening to this, you've seen it or dealt with it, where you are at a party, family, friends, and you just get the vibes that it's just all like a pretend fest. But I would give anything to have a pretend fest right now. Um, Holidays are just not the same for me anymore. Because, like I said, for 17 years, I went with my husband to all his family functions, and we never went to any of my family functions. And honestly, we were never invited. Never included and so they just assumed that I would be with my ex-husbands. So all that time that I was away from my family, not that I didn't push them intentionally away, but it's sometimes I think, like, if I had only was more assertive and more confident in myself to say, oh, I want to go somewhere else, instead of just assuming like we're all always going to go with his family. I don't know. But now, like, I'm not... Okay, so... I don't know where I'm going with this, but... It's a dump. And this is why it's a dump, because it's just, like, something that's bothering me right now, and I'm trying to figure it out. And maybe I will say something profound for myself, and I'll have epiphany. So... but... just holidays are way different now, with me being solo. I don't even know what you call me. Like, even on forms, like, it'll say single, divorced, separated, widowed. Like, why does that have to define you as a person? I mean, I am single. I'm not married anymore. But why do I have to put divorce? It's like a shame. I don't know. Holidays is what I'm talking about. And for those who find themselves alone during the holidays, again, because of whatever circumstances, you start thinking about your life and what's the purpose and what's the meaning and why are you here. And I don't know, if you're like me, I think a lot. I do feel like I'm on the outside looking in a lot of times. Even when I go to a festival, it's like, lately I just feel like I'm wandering. I'm there, but like everybody's behind a glass. And I'm just like watching everybody have fun, and they don't... I don't know. I mean, I make my own fun. Good thing, but I could see how depression could kick in. Like, even if you aren't typically a depressed person, I have depression moments, but I feel like I'm strong enough to get myself out of it. But, like, it's a lot of weight that I carry. It's a lot of weight for one person to carry. And this is why we like to be partnered, right? Because we don't want to feel like we're going through all these life chaos moments or holiday moments all by ourselves. Some have social anxieties. The thought of crowded rooms, small talk, endless socializing can be overwhelming for some people, and they just like, I can't do it. And so they don't want to join in. They don't want to go to cookouts and celebrate the holidays. They'd rather be home and, I realize that anxieties can be paralyzing for some. And these people might prefer to stay home instead of like wrestling with their feelings being out. They just want to isolate themselves, And back to the uninvited, happens more often than we might want to think. Is maybe there's maybe people just move to the new town and they don't have friends and they can't go to a cookout like everybody else, or other people just assume that they have other plans and they just don't invite them. They think, this person's popular. I'm sure they already have some plans. And I kind of feel like, not that I'm popular, but I feel like that might be a reason why people don't invite me places, because they already assume that I have something going on. Oh, Trie's a traveler. She's always somewhere fun and somewhere exciting. And so, let's not even consider her. That, if it's tough. It's tough. It's a tough spot to be in. To feel like an afterthought too sometimes. I've I have had moments like that with relatives where like they've had a party or cookout or whatever, and they're like, I find out the next day, social media or whatever, posts and pictures, and then or when next time I go see them, I'm like, oh yeah, we had a cookout here, 4th of July, and I'm like, oh, that's nice. I wasn't invited. And they're like, oh, you're always invited. You could just come whenever you want to. Well, I don't like to be, just show up at places. I want to be welcomed and included and thought of, and especially now since I'm single. All the more reason why I feel like people should, I think I would if I've had parties before and I knew somebody was single. I would go that extra mile and be like, make sure that they come. Even if they say they didn't want to. Oh no, I don't want to impose. Those people will be like, because I've been one of those too. But I'm like, no, really, you should come because I want you to be there. And then then they want to be there because they know you want them to be there. It's just little thoughtful things, I guess, that people, I don't know why, but maybe I'm sure it happens. I'm sure there are people who are very considerate of other people's feelings. But I don't think it's the norm. I feel like the more life is so go 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 that, I'm not blaming people for not inviting other people or me or whatever. It's just I realize people are busy, you know. I don't know. I just feel like there should be some kind of balance between that. Like, yeah, okay, on my part, I should say, I have nothing to do. Do you have anything going on? Maybe I could do that on my part. But I feel like other people. And now, so that was this expectation? No. I don't expect other people to invite me. So, at least on my part, I don't expect. Working it out. Feeling some emotions today. There's some people like me who just seen an opportunity to make some money, let somebody else go enjoy their holiday with their family. And could I have said no, I'm not gonna work on the holiday, I'm not gonna pet sit? I could have said no, but why would I do that? I need money. And also, why? So I can just stay home and do nothing and be sad? Where now I can pet sit some dogs and get some loving. But I'm sure there are other people like that too. They use excuses. They pick up extra shifts. They keep staying busy to avoid the sting of the loneliness. We distract ourselves. Sometimes we distract ourselves so that we don't feel that sting of being left out and I realize that's really not a solution. Is that really a solution? It shouldn't be. A solution to that is, yes, if I really wanted to be included in activities, I could be more proactive and let people know that I don't have anything planned, so that I would get invited to things, right? But let's say, so how can we navigate holiday blues, not just on the 4th of July, but for Christmas and Easter and whatever other holidays? We can create our own traditions. If you find yourself alone, you can start a new tradition. Maybe movie marathon, because that's what I'm doing. Then also, after my movie marathon, I plan on doing some drawing and then going outside for a walk. Basically all the things that I do. Well, actually, I don't watch movies, really. That's something different that I'm doing today, because I don't typically watch movies. I'm always either drawing or learning something. YouTube is my teacher. Or I'm out in nature. It's basically my day. Or, working on my website or something like that. But I suppose I could think of something, I need to make up my own traditions. So, just to make the day special, more special for me, Again, I reach out if you know somebody that might be alone, invite them. Or if you are alone, again, reach out and let people know that you are alone and that you're looking for something to do. There's always volunteer work, right? Giving up your time to be with somebody, to help out a charity, or it's a way to connect with people. I could do that. With this virtual digital age we have now, I mean, I suppose since I'm pet sitting, I can always FaceTime somebody, but who wants to FaceTime somebody when they're over there having a good time and you're just sitting there? Nobody wants to do that. That's like, sometimes I think it's great that people think of me when they're at a show and they know that I'm home alone, and I can't go to the show because I can't afford it or something, or I couldn't drive or I couldn't travel, whatever. But it also makes me sad at the same time. It's like, I'm here. You're not. And I'm sure that's not the intent. The intent was they were thoughtful enough to put me on FaceTime, and so I could enjoy the moment with them, and I know that was the intent. But after, sometimes I do think of it like, oh, I wish I didn't see that, because now I know what I'm missing, and that looks like a really good show, and again, I know the intent was there. Good intention. So yes, on the positive aspect is that, yes, you can share moments with people digitally without, like, them actually being there. And the other thing that you can do during a holiday is, especially if you have a 9-to-5 job, and pardon the dogs, neighbors, the other, all right, little chipmunk. The other thing you could do during a holiday if you are alone, is to pamper yourself, self-care. I do that quite a lot. I feel like I do it so much that it's now becoming like a coping mechanism. And I'm trying to justify, like, look at me, I'm independent, I'm doing self-care, but meanwhile, I'm really sad. I'm sad I'm not included, I'm sad I'm not going wherever, and it does wear on you if you've done it for many years now. But yeah, you could, but if you work full-time or whatever, and you are a person doesn't have family, friends, or a special someone to share with, you can always take a nice relaxing bath. You can do whatever makes you happy. And that's pretty much my mantra for every day, not just the holiday, is whenever I'm feeling like, wow, I'm going through this by myself, and then I'm like, okay, this is good. Like, I talk to myself. I tell myself everything's gonna be fine. Every emotion is just a moment, and it will pass. So just like this moment that I'm having right now, And I'm sharing with the world, or whoever will listen to this podcast for this long, if you're still here. Yeah, what do the holidays mean to you? You know, are you ever left out, and how did you cope with that feeling of being left out? Or, it probably, let's think positive and think that it wasn't intentional that you weren't left out. But I really want conversation in regards to this, because I know that I'm not alone. I'm never alone. I believe now I have neighbor dogs right now that I wish I was alone, because it'd really be annoying. Yeah, just drop your thoughts in the comments. Reach out to me on social media. And especially if you're listening to this today during the holiday of 4th of July, know that I am home alone, pet sitting, and if you're not out and about with friends and family, feel free to reach out to me, because I will chat. I like to talk, obviously. Alright, this is a long one. Dumping it, making it real, feels real. I think that's it for today. This is morning mind dump in the late morning. Whether you're surrounded by loved ones or finding joy of your own company for the holidays, it's what you make of it. Until next time, keep shining, stay grounded always, get yourself out in nature, put your feet in the ground, be present, be kind to yourself. This is Trie, signing off. Much love and hugs. Bye. Thanks for hanging out with me today on the Morning Mind Dump. If you enjoyed today's episode, hit that subscribe button, share with your friends, and leave a review. Let's keep spreading positive vibes to all. Much love, big hugs. Bye-bye.